Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the...
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. And he now can wear the crown for the best ball carrier in a single season.
And think of who he has passed to get here. And being able to stay healthy, get enough carries, get great support from his offensive line and receivers blocking for him. But best of all, this is one talented individual that now has the record.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on fourth down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Call it a gain of 5. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on fourth down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll run it here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
All right, here we go. Green. Leopard. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Go. Here we go. Green, 39.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, nice move. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Red zone opportunity. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And an alley to run. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 58 yards. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Now let's go.
And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And they'll get him down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout. come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they give this time to the tailback. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those can be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I could just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half, offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you,
there he goes left side. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Check that. We're like 52 right here. I'm here all day.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going while they continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football? But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Patriots!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, this guy's had a monster game on the ground. So if you're going to go for it on 4th and short, it can't be any secret who's going to get the ball. And sure enough, he's going to add to his total here as they pick up the first down.
Now let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. A 16-yard touchdown run. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record to single. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. Able to get away.
That's like...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bengals, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.